it worked. Okay, guys, let's just take a few breaths up with your inhale. I think you can see me good. Go up and exhale. Hello. Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness. And hi, as everybody comes in, now your hands can come to your thighs. We're flexing the spine, cat cow, and then inhale, lengthening. You're cat cowing. You're flexing, extending, but you're also trying to articulate your back one vertebra at a time. So your lower back with your abdominals starts flexing and you go all the way up to your upper back, kind of like a bridge pose, but in a little squat seated position or squat position. All right, now make your feet comfortable, drop your right shoulder, and we're just doing a little warm up and left. Now you may start to go a little bit deeper, right? Good. And left. Yep, one more. You might have missed the first few lifts, so that was good. And then you're gonna roll all the way up, guys. Go all the way up. And then we'll take a little warm up side. So get up and over and add a little rotation. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, inhale. And then that feels so good. We're gonna go to the other side. Breathe in. The lateral flexion stretches for your shoulder, your back, your breathing muscles. Breathe in, breathe in, inhale, and then exhale. Yep, I'm gonna start taking things off too, Miss Karen. So we're gonna start with some basic calf raises because we're going over form as well. Your feet are going to lift up and all of the metatarsal heads have equal weight. So each toe head has equal weight. And what this does is train your body how you want plantar flexion. The body's tendency sometimes is to kick out to the pinky side of the foot, and that contributes to the laxity of the ankle. So when we do these calf raises, we are strengthening the calf and the vessel's ability to return blood up to the heart, anti-gravity, but we're also helping track the ankle, train the ankle. So how we want it to be, how the bones line up. So take a few more, 3, each toe gets equal weight. Maybe the first, second toe has a little bit more, but definitely not the pinky. 2 more, breathe in, and 1. Now let the body go out. We're just gonna take a bit of a squat here so that we're training our healthy squat muscles. So heels heavy, your knees track with your second toe. I think I'll take this off now. And you have a little, let's see, a little lift without the neck. And your shoulder blades are attached down here. These muscles are engaged. Your heels are still heavier than your toes. So just a little bit of legs, 3 and 2 and 1. Now this is a standing balance, dynamic. So take your leg and draw circles. And now I'm going to show a couple different ways. So right now my goal is to stay balanced on this leg while this leg draws circles. Now you can make it bigger for more work on these thigh muscles, but your body is figuring out dynamic balance. Now I'm going to try to do 10 the other way, and you point, flex, point. And so we always do something with the feet and the ankles because it's going to help our body with proprioception, balance. 3 more, 2. Now this foot comes down. Let me move my foam roller for a moment and then do the other one. Point, flex as you pass through the space underneath your hips. Breathe in, good. 4, point and flex that foot. This one is pointing and flexing. Try to get it bigger. 6, dynamic balance. 7, 8, 9. Now we're going the other way, and you can change the speed per your needs. So if you're concentrating on something like a rib down cue, you might need to go slower so that that cue can be more your focus. 2, woo, good. Now we're going to do an informal qigong move, which is knocking on the door of life. So your arms pass your upper body rotates. Breathe in, 4. You're kind of letting your arms hit you, 3, 2, and then 1. And then you're going to do a lift and spread your toes. I have to remove these really big socks. Lift and spread your toes, and take your right foot to a position of tree. We're going to sneak tree in here. Now, if you would like to add on your arms getting higher, you can. I'm going to do a few things here. 4 corners. When your arms are up, you want to just gently tuck those ribs. Oh, look at everybody. Please know that you're welcome to stay here. If you would like to change your arms into a cow face stretch, your right arm can pat yourself behind your back and your left fingertips can reach for it. Good. Listen to your body. Good. I'm giving this time to figure it out. As you're ready, your arms can come down. Now, when you're ready, lift and spread your toes. Each one should lift, and if not, just get down there and move it. And then take the other foot. So that was good. If you find that you had to dab and then you want to stay longer, that's good. You want to take that time for yourself. So up. Now maybe the arms are going to go up. Shoulders down. That a girl. Let me see what's going on, Betty. Yeah. There it is. And then gently push your foot into your hand. Maybe leave your left hand on your foot for just a moment. See if that helps. It's fun on the way, isn't it, Betty? Okay, so other hand, other foot. Good. Yeah. Yep. That's okay. You touch base with it a couple seconds. Good. Breathe in. Nice. Cool, you're keeping it good. Go up. Palms together. You have to be on top of a mesa for it to work, Karen, right? So now, right foot forward, left foot back. It's like you're on a tightrope, and put your arms out for a moment. This is, right now you're on tightrope. Can you close your eyes for the count of 10? 10, 9, 8, balancing 7, eyes are closed, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, do the other side, left foot in front of the right. Now, make sure you're not kicking your feet out. They're actually all toes forward. Now your arms go out. If that's hard enough, do that. But if you can close your eyes, we're gonna do 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes are closed. Breathe in. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Nice job. One little one, I'm going to tilt my screen down. Grab a little sip though before we go down. We're going to do a down dog. Have your roller handy. And we're going to do a down dog. The option here is that you walk it out a bit, which is right calf, left calf, bend one knee, bend the other. You can also lift both heels and lower. And if you care to add on articulation here, it's lift the heels, lower back, middle back, upper back, and then go into up dog. If you need to make this an articulation in cat-cow, you can do that. You can also mix it up. You might do a few of each. Lift up, lower back, middle back, upper back. Strong arms, open the chest, open the shoulders. Tuck the chin. Good. Roll through your back. Good. Heels, lift, lower back, middle back, upper back. Breathe. Nice. That looks like your low back's articulating better. Can you feel that? That's good. It's like a scoop. Inhale. And just about one more here, guys. Inhale. Tuck. And exhale.
Now, lower your shins, and if you want to take a brief child's pose with your toes under, great. Otherwise, just do a child pose. And then we're going to take the foam roller on the foot end of your mat. I'm going to move my props. Okay, on the foot end of your prop. Forearms down, legs long but toe in. Now this right here is just a bridge. We're going to make sure the forearms are strong on the mat, your shoulder blades are flat, your abs are pulling in. Now if everything's going on, make the foam roller be closer to the knee side of your shin, but still on the muscle of the tibialis anterior, so you're toeing in slightly most likely. You're welcome to bend the knees under and then straighten them. Bend the knees under and then straighten them. Bend the knees under and then straighten. So I'm toeing in forward so that I get my shin muscle, not my shin bone. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and recover. Woo! Nice, guys. And yeah, now the next one is going to be more like a dolphin, which is also like an upside down V. Let me tuck my shirt in. So you're going to have your forearms on the floor. You're going to be lifting up your hips as a possible add-on. So your inhale, now you lift your hips and you come back to plank, not lower. Good. 1, 2, 3, your neck goes along with your torso so you don't have any tension. Recover, hips back. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now this one is a baby movement forward and back. So go to your forearms, extend your legs. Now it's going to be small, but mighty, tiny but mighty. So shift forward a bit and shift back. Forward a bit, yes, your body is the same. It's just rolling your shin on the foam roller, your shoulders, your point of articulation. Take 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Nice job, recover, rest. And let's grab a sip. We'll encourage that today. And what we'll do next is a little bit of a diagonal pattern. Cheers. We'll do a diagonal pattern, which is you go to your forearm plank, you go to your shins. Now, your knees are going to come under you still, but they're going to head to the left elbow-ish. So take an inhale, bend towards the left elbow, and then do plank. Just make it to where it's still comfortable on your bones, and then right, and then left, and then right. Because your main goal is you're getting your abs in a little bit more of an oblique angle, and it doesn't even have to be that big. It's still effective. 4 more, 3 more, 2, 1. Recover. And I'll tell you about the next one. It's going to be a lift with your hips, like a V, but you're going to have a little bit left, and then you're going to go plank a little bit right. So it looks like forearms down, legs long plank, lift your hips up like a V, but still had a little left corner, plank, right corner, left, right. Exhale, left, right. Try 4. Neck is soft. 3, or it's not tense, I should say. 2, 1. All right, take a sip. We're going to throw in some nice stretches, guys. You can be seated however is comfortable for you. So let me show you a couple ways. One is out long. If you don't feel comfortable, you can sit like this or put a pillow under your booty. We're going to open up the arms so that you have enough room. Make sure you have enough room and go up and over. Now the other one, up,
Good. Lateral flexion. Yes. Up and over. So each day your spine wants to move in 5 different ways. This is one of them. Lateral flexion for health, for wellness. Lateral flexion. You notice how you may be able to get lower? Now we're going to hold a side. So just pick one side, any kind of angle you're craving, go for it. Breathe in. Opposite hip down on the mat. 6, 5, 3. Inhale and go up and then over. Breathe in. And the next one we're going to do is a little bit, I'm going to open up my body from the wall. Rotation, rotation. So you're going to keep your hips glued, and it's called the twist. Try to see, like for example, I'm a little bit more right rotational dominant. It's easier for me to go to the right, and I tend to be that way. About 60% of the population is probably, but I'm going to focus on when I'm on the left side, consciously trying to kind of even that out. One more each. And then what you'll do is put your hands down to where it helps you hold the stretch. So maybe on your leg and the floor, gently look over your shoulder. Upper back is your focus. 10. Open up your arms. Add a rotation the other way. So this is one of the other ways the spine likes to move every day for health and wellness. So on my left, I'm going to try to hold it another moment or two because this is my tighter side. If you have noticed you have a tighter side, hold it a little longer. Awesome job. And then let's go back to a foam roller movement. If you would like to sit, grab it, and then we're going to meet on side plank. So your cheers. Side plank could be that one forearm's down, and could be that one, both feet are up on the roller. If that doesn't serve you, then let the feet stay on the floor. Another modification is knee on the floor. You could even make it harder by stacking the feet. Notice I have to engage in here so the hips don't drop lower. So it's a little bit more arm dominant move. Now when you come out, we lower our hip, never collapse at the shoulder. So just switch it up. You're either on the floor or you're on your forearm plank. You choose. It's your class. Go up and hold. Now, your head is against an imaginary wall, not forward of the rest of your body. Good. Everybody looks good. Right here's got some tone. Breathe in. And then exhale, lower at the hip. Nice job. Now the next one is reverse plank. You could also modify with reverse table. So that's a bent knee. You could go hands here, lift up. I like to try to spread out the toes here. See if you can spread them out. Nice. Breathe in. Good. 4. Yep. Find a happy place for your neck. 2. Lower your hip, and what we'll do is an arm stretch. So reach one forearm forward, pull the fingers under. I've got the shoulder blades down the back. Woo. And one arm under, fingertips under. One other little stretch is palms together, but then lower them until your hands and forearms get a stretch. So I've got it pretty low. Yeah, just find, see where you feel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going back to a side plank. You're doing great. This is a possible add-on of putting the foam roller on your foot side, your other arm on the mat side. When you go up, so actually we'll go over, yeah, you can see my finger, right? Yes. And then you lower a little, but you don't go to the floor. And then you lift up. This can be done on the floor. This can be done on the foam roller. 3, there's that lateral flexion move. 4, strong. 5, good. 6, 7, and you notice we always try to get some shoulder mobility. 8, 9, breathe. Now on the 10, your hip lowers, not your shoulder collapsing. Your foam roller, if you're using it, goes to your foot side. Your other forearm is down and it's down the back. Your shoulder blade's down the back. Okay, so your hand can go, once you're up, you can go over and your hand goes back to your hip and your hip drops a little bit and then your hip lifts a bit. Looking good, guys. Grab a sip. We're gonna do a side plank on the other one. When you're on the roller, it is more demanding. So if you need to mix it up, do. This one, I wanna throw in the shoulder stretch that we've been doing. So when you're on your side plank, staggered or stacked feet, stacked is harder, staggered is easier. Go up, but this arm that's in the air goes behind you. Oops, I need to go forward because my wall's in the way. So there's that stretch. Now the arm goes, rotate your torso under your arm goes underneath you. Now go arm back, there's a stretch. And then exhale. So breathe it in and back, 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 back. Good. What's your flexibility today? Reach, 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 reach. That's for posture. What is it also doing? It's causing us to stay up here longer. So it's an increase of endurance on these side plank muscles. So listen to your body. You still want, no matter where you are, you want your shoulder blade down the back on the bottom arm. And if you're getting tired, then you come down. Exactly, because we're arm up longer, or our body's up longer. Now lower. This side should be lit up, meaning it's working. Move on over the foam roller. Make sure, like me, you have enough room behind you. You go up, go back, back, back. Good, keep moving the arm. 2, open, back. No tension in the jaw. Scan the jaw. No tension in the chin. The mouth, for me, one cue that helps is the lips are separated slightly. Breathe in. Strong bottom. So a lot of Pilates and yoga is playing this game. I tense where I need to tense or contract, and I relax everywhere else that I don't need it. So you're just constantly scanning your body. So you're not tensing in the glutes or the mouth or the jaw. Breathe in. And then let's let that down. Woo! Okay, let's do a sip. And let's do one called the saw. Sort of a dynamic stretch. Open your arms, rotate. So how far can you rotate? Rotate, rotate, how far? And then reach for your pinky toe. So first come up, how far can you rotate? Reach for your pinky toe. Rotate, pinky toe. Rotate, pinky toe. Rotate, pinky toe. And can you go a little further? I usually have about 4 of these before I start to be able to reach further. I'm pretty tight on the first 4. See if you're the same. It may take you more, it may take you less. And it's okay, you might slow down that little reach. So you feel like, okay, I can gauge it by how far my pinky on my finger is getting to my pinky on my foot. Make sure you tuck the chin a little when you're reaching. And then take a moment, we're gonna stretch. So I'm gonna open this legs up. Nice, Karen. And then I'll open them up a little bit, and then you come to the middle or to the middle. So hands in the middle or hands on the legs, wherever feels good to you. Relax your neck. Can you take the right arm in the middle and the left arm up and over? Good. Pretend I'm pulling your arm. Relax the breath. Feel how it gives in? Now inhale up, and some of the giving in is you sending a calm breath signal to your body. When you breathe calmly, it tells your body, it's okay, everything's under control. If you were to short, shallow breathe nervously, your body probably wouldn't give in that much. So some of the trick is to, once you get here, you feel this little edge, breathe in calmly, breathe in through your nose. A long exhale. See how it gives in. 5, 4, 3, 2, come back up. And this is just a little cool trick. Go right down the middle again. And sometimes you feel like, oh, I can go lower right away after that. Oh. Slowly come up, guys. And we'll come back into some Pilates moves. But first, water or coffee or tea or whatever you're doing. Mushroom tea, whatever you're doing. Prickly pear water. The belly down moves are some of my favorite as far as we need them. So the very first one is what I'll call Sphinx. Your belly's on the mat and you lift it up kind of like there's a piece of ice. Your forearms are on the floor and you open up your chest. So that right there is just a nice one for most people. If you would like to add on, it's a nice warm up too. Then you can press your hands on the floor. And when you're up, your elbows spiral down towards the floor. That's called external rotation of the humerus. Check your neck. It's easy, it's soft. You still have that little ab lift. You have energy in your legs, but you are not cracking walnuts, pistachios, pecans. You have energy in your glutes, but you're not over gripping. Breathe in. Now we're building endurance by holding it here. It's a chance to scan your form cues. Now we're going to slowly lower your torso. When your head is down, you can lift up both legs. Lower your legs and then push your hands into the floor. You're going to do upper body, and then you're going to do lower body.
You're gonna do upper body, and even though it's not vertebra at a time, think of it like one rib at a time, one vertebra at a time, one moment at a time. Lift up your legs, lift up your torso. You're working at your natural breathing rhythm pace, and if you would care to add on, when you're up next time in your arms, in your upper body, you can let go and catch once, or catch it, do it like 3 to 5. And then you catch, you start up, and that's up to you. Good, up. Notice you're not rocking your head, it just goes along for the ride. And then you push back. Now we're gonna do a child pose. I like to do a toe under because I always wanna give us attention on our feet sometime, somehow during each class. If you need more attention on your feet, keep your toes curled under and sit up. I've got my toes curled under and I'm upright in the vertical. And let me show you, if you want more on your toe, my toes are curled under. I can put my hands behind me. The nickname of this pose is toe crush asana. Lift your hips. Now it's quads. Now it's shoulders, chest. Now it's toes, heels straight up. Yeah, anywhere along the way. Woo! Good, everybody. Breathe in and then come back. Nice job. Go back down, grab a sip if you want. We're still going to do some extensions. Now this time we don't use our hands. So the first time we did. Now this time we don't. We use our back only, go up. I've got hands, palms facing the floor, and almost like someone's reaching my fingers to my feet, my toes. Neck is easy. Lift up the toes if you can add on the knees. Lift up the legs. Stay up. Lower, we're going to do that again. We're building endurance here. Get ready, come up. Lower. We're going to do it again. Come up. All right, guys, there's one more we're going to do, or a couple more. Interlace your fingers if they'll go. If that doesn't serve you, let's say your arms fall asleep or it's too much, just leave them beside you. Come up if you can. Or maybe just hold it for a moment or two and then come back to arms open. Just good. Shoulders look good, Karen. Good, Betty. And then the other finger interlace and lift up. Lift up. Good. Inhale. Good. Head up a little bit, Michelle, just the tiniest bit. Yeah, that way. All right, now recover child pose and walk your fingers over to one side. This is called, I'm going to do clamshell. So fingers over to one side, pinky, 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 far away from the hip. Open up that armpit. And walk over to the other side, guys. Clamshell, pinky far away from the hip. Opening up that armpit. And then we're going to go back to center, and you're going to go down to the belly. And you're going to bend one knee and reach your hand to that foot or ankle. Now, when you reach back, don't torque your back to reach for your foot. So try to keep your back in a healthy place. Maybe you're going to do two hands, but if not, we're going to do this twice. So don't worry. Then come up. And this is heels away from the booty. We do a quad stretch later, so this one is more hip flexor. Good, Karen. That looks good. Good. All right, I like it. Nice, Cole, and good, Betty. Let's go down now. We're going to do the other side or the same thing twice. Go up, but you might be able to go further. Neck soft. Breathe in. Good. Yep. You keep finding your neck place. Good. All right, now I'm going to give you either child pose, or can you take Maltrasana, which is squat. This is the squat. Okay, I'm going to show you variations based on what I see. If you don't like squat, you can't quite get there. You can always put a yoga block underneath your booty. Another one is you could lie on your back and do happy baby. Betty, you look great, but I think you might even like your feet a half an inch wider. Does it feel, now you can even add this one on if you want to. Yeah, you're down. I told you guys this is even in the Peter Attia book with the longevity. Finally, all the hippie information from yoga and Pilates makes it to mainstream, guys. So you guys are ahead of the game. You've been doing it. All right, now we're gonna come down for a moment. Cole, your heels look like they're touching from my view. It looks like you got down better than even yesterday or 2 days ago. That's awesome. All right, now when you're ready, you're gonna, bye Betty, I know you have to go, bye, and roll down. Now I'm gonna try to control this. Now if you can, right here, if you feel like I'm not gonna be able to come back up, that's your roll down. So what I'm doing is showing some combinations. Now if you can go lower, go for it. Now, if you can go lower, go for this. Go for the roll up. Breathe in, arms up, tuck your chin, and come up and over. So you decide what you're gonna do. My intention is that we are working the abs, we're articulating the spine, we're in control. This is called anything that's coordination, where your brain has to think about the way to do it is neuroplasty. So a bazillion benefits. Go inhale and exhale. Tuck your chin, arms reach forward. I'm going to give you an add-on if you would like, which is frame the face. So it's act like you have a picture frame, your arms. Now you roll down. Now if it starts to get too hard, the little modification is arms forward for that hard part, and then as soon as you can put them back like a picture frame, you do. And then when you pick yourself up, if you notice there's a hard part, you put your arms forward, and then as soon as you can, you do a picture frame. So just take 3 of those. And when you come up next time, good Karen, take a bound angle pose. We're gonna do something else, but I'm gonna give us a stretch in the middle. This is called bound angle, with your inner thighs getting the stretch. So let me just see how everybody looks. Good. That looks good. So your knees are dropping. Now, legs long, and I want to offer that you either do the roll down a few times, or this one is called, it's called neck pull, but it looks like this. You hinge, and then when you can't hinge anymore, you sequence your spine. And then you try to keep your hands like this. You roll up, you roll over an imaginary beach ball, you stack your spine, and you hinge. So about 3 of these, or something that you could do, nice correction or nice modification, Cole. Curl up, legs glued, go over, stack your spine, hinge, sequence the spine. We have one more of something, good Karen, that's a way to figure it out. Go up, hinge, roll, full body stretch. Reach through your arms, reach through your legs. Now, if you need to sit, grab it. If you need your foam roller, grab it. Let me tell you what we're doing first. Good, Cole. And we're doing a bridge on the roller as a possibility, but you could also do it on the floor. So good job on those different ab and spinal articulation tasks. If you're doing the foam roller, put your feet on the roller
and act like you're still able to touch 4 corners of your feet on the floor, even though you're on the roller. Now, the first part of bridge, I'm gonna put my hands above my pubic bone and below my navel. The first part of bridge is abdominally driven. So put your hands on your abs, feel your low back go to the floor because your pubic bone is getting closer because of your abs towards your sternum, towards your belly button. That's abs. Now, after the low back's kind of all pressed down and you're starting in the ribs to lift, you're gonna have to feel your hamstrings and glutes. So then you peel up, really think one vertebra at a time, and then you curl down. I'm gonna look up at you guys for a minute though. Good. And now lower back. So work at your own pace. I just wanna see you for a moment. Yes. Good, Michelle. Curl. Now, it's abs. I also call this 12 o'clock and the pelvic clock, as if your pelvis were a clock and you're pressing that belly button, it's 12 o'clock down to the floor or that other side of your low back. Now just work on the part that you need to. So if you're kind of feeling tight in the low back, you may just stick with that first 3 inches at first to loosen it up. We did do some other articulations today, but sometimes because you can feel the back on the floor on this one, you get more feedback. All right, work at your own pace and then scan your jaw. Is it relaxed? Are your shoulders relaxed? Are your eyes? Just feel. Every day, every class, we do articulation for the back, and I generally do it at least 3 different ways, planes. I want your back to feel like it's getting care. It takes a brunt in our day, and I want it to have care. Articulation, strength, mobility, and stability. Now, the next time that you're up, you're gonna just check. So are your hips even? Are they level? And does your neck feel like it's got a space underneath it? That's what we want. Are you relaxed in your jaw? And then just enjoy the even contraction in your glute and hamstrings. Breathe in. Good. Good, can hold there wherever you need to be. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in. Now lower your spine and 1 inch at a time. That means your abs are going to have to help you as you get towards your sacrum. So I like to put my hands right there on my abs. Are they working? I want them to help me. They contract, and that way that spine flexes. That's what the abdominals do. They flex the spine. Now, once you're down on the mat, put your legs a little longer on the foam roller. I'm going to put mine around calf, high ankle, knees micro bent. Let's say they're bent an inch. Now lift your hips. This is not going to be articulation. Lift and lower. This is more ham glute. Evenly feel your feet in neutral, feel your legs in neutral. Lift up and down. Feel your hamstrings and your glutes. Now I've got my hands down there for feedback. I'm not backwards in the knee. And going up and down about 10 times, but I'm trying to do it without my neck. Relax jaw. And then on this 10th one, hold it up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 1 hand to each foot, happy baby. So hold the hands on the foot. Hold. And now guys, I'm gonna hold my legs and kind of pop up with my abs. If you want, grab a stiff, but we're gonna take the foam roller long ways. Everybody's got a 3-foot foam roller today. Cheers. So one part of posture is passive opening. My sacrum, I know I've got dark blue on and I've got a black mat, but my booty's at the far end of one end of my sacrum. That way my head's on the far end of the other. Opening up my arms. Now you have 3 different pec attachments, but you have all sorts of diagonal fibers in there. So if I were you, I'd find a place that I can relax, but that I feel like I'm getting a really good shoulder stretch. So like a T, a field goal post, a Y. If it makes you fall asleep in the arm, or if it's painful or you can't relax, then you may be a candidate to put your hands down low, palms up. But what I see looks pretty good on everybody. Michelle, I see puppies, but that, yes, that looks good right there. 10, relax. How much can you relax with your exhale? Scan your glutes, are they relaxed? Scan your jaw, is it relaxed? Can your back relax anymore? Can your shoulders relax anymore? Can your low back relax anymore? Wake your fingers and your toes up and gently come off your mat, your thingy for a moment and feel your back. We're gonna do another one. Awesome. Notice it, that's your new pattern. And then we're gonna take this foam roller horizontal. You may like to have something else nearby. So I've got Baja blanket, for example. I'm horizontal on my most round part of my upper back, my most round part. For most of us, that's near the scapula. And I'm gonna look at you for a minute. And then you have something under your head. Karen, I need to send you that picture I have of you doing an extension. Michelle, that looks good. And you notice how you put your arms out like that and palms up if you can. Nice, good. That was good. And let me give you another one. Cole, you look good. If you want, you could do this. If you feel like you could take it, it's a bound angle inner thigh stretch. I like it. It's just a bonus, but if it's too much, then don't do it. Relax as much as you can. Shoulders, chest, low back. If you have too much pull in your low back, put a block under it, half block, or put a mat or a Baja blanket. Breathe fully but quietly in the upper back, upper chest. Now you can use your hand to help your head out, and you're going to go right down into the floor again. Now see how you feel. Is your back touching more? Entrain with your new fascial pattern. You're telling your fascia, this is how you are. This is how you are during the day. There's no need to go back into any kind of flexion, contraction, rounded posture. The shoulders feel natural here. And then the breath feels really good here. You're letting your breath help you train that new fascial pattern. Now you take the block or the foam roller at the end of your sacrum, usually right about where the glutes meet the hamstrings, and you're doing a psoas opener. This is critical as well. Find a place that your low back should not curl anymore. It should be feeling good. You can do palms like a T or a Y here, or yoga pose. Good. Okay, Michelle, you look great. Karen, that looks great. And Cole, that looks great. So everybody's looking good. So breathe in low in your belly, low in your diaphragm. Tell your psoas to relax. Tell your low back to relax. Now slide that stuff out, guys. And we're gonna take the rotation. So one leg down, let's say left leg, and then right knee over, right arm out like a T, and keep going. I'm just gonna dim my light so you can relax, but I'm just gonna dim this light so it's a calm. Yeah, I was gonna say that one too. So you're always just doing what you need. I usually like to add some hips and rotation at the end. Try your other rotation. Keep going. I'm just gonna put on a little wrap. So when you get relaxed, you probably notice this in a massage or at the end of yoga, you sort of drop body temperature, right? So just make sure you're not distracted from the stretches. So if you need a wrap or a blanket, go for it. And then your other arm out. Ankle to thigh, and just take your favorite hip opener. It could be the figure four. It could be that you fall over and do a little teapot. It's just something that calms your hip, guys. Good, Karen. Good, everybody. Gosh, good. I like a little rock on mine too. Nice. Love that rock. We'll take it to the other side when you're ready. Notice different angles that your body, good, Karen, your body responds to. I love it. You may even want to put the legs up on the wall or do a shavasana. If you do legs up on the wall, it sure is nice to put your hips on something to even further decompress the spine. So a foam roller or a block. And then we're gonna practice mindlessness, meaning just let it have a break. I like to imagine I'm putting it on a shelf. I'm not judging it, I'm not upset it with, I just know it works so hard all the time that I'm gonna let my mind have a break. It's almost, I have this image of cleaning out cellular debris between the cells, intercellular debris, when I put the brain aside. Just like when you sleep, you're just letting it refresh. So you can focus on a feel, like the breath, how to just feel the breath coming in. Feel the breath going out. Now, when you're ready, you gently release from the block or the foam roller and come up to seated. And just notice how when you get the mind out of the way, there's a natural vibration that wants to rise. It's your natural well point of peace and calm. And we're going to let that be our our entrainment. So we're entraining with the energy of calm or peace. Today I'm going to stay connected to that natural resonance that's mine, peace and calm. I'm a very high sensing person, which is a superpower. So when I feel that sense of calm or energy accidentally get replaced with worry or tension, I know it's telling me that's not my natural place, and I want to be connected to that place that's high resonance, calm. So I'm going to notice those little wobbles, and I'm going to let myself come into this natural place of peace and calm. I'm going to send that to me and to anyone in my field, anyone who crosses my thoughts. I'm going to send them an intention of wellness as well, and see them in me in that well place. I'm much more powerful in this place of calm, with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye. Everybody did so good.